Okay, and we're live. I think, maybe, possibly. I don't know. I haven't seen that Saribot joined, but then again, I opened up my chat window late, so it may have not shown it on my end. But, you know, OBS says we're live, so I think we're live.
You should be.
But yes, hello everyone, and welcome back. Today we're playing some Sonic Origins Plus, and I'm joined by...
It's me, Ezri!
Yes, for those who don't know, Ezri is the person who created myself.
That's me! So I just did the drawing and the puppetry, if you will.
I mean, yeah, so she doesn't want to take any responsibility for my personality, you see.
Outside of my wheelhouse. I did not make these decisions.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you did sort of know what I was like when I approached you.
Did I?
Oh, is it my birthday again already, Abaddon? Oh, I didn't know it was April already.
Well, happy birthday.
Yeah, you know what? I guess it is. Or, you know, maybe it's my unbirthday? I thought we were nearing July.
It's my unbirthday, too.
You know what? We take it. Yeah, what a coincidence, indeed. But yes, for those who don't know, what we're doing is I'm going to be playing through the Sonic Origins Plus collection, and I'm going to be doing each game with a different co-host. Today, I want to have Ezri join me because, well, we both enjoy Sonic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so who better join for the first one than a fellow Sonic fan?
I haven't played, I think the most recent Sonic game I played was, like, Heroes, so I've been out of the game for a while, but I did have Sonic 1 as a kid.
Well, I can tell you now, after Sonic Heroes, you can skip all but Generations and then go straight to Frontiers.
Hey, Mania's supposed to be pretty good.
True. Mania was good. Actually, I gotta take that back. I gotta stop me, but Unleashed was actually pretty good as well. Unleashed was actually really good.
I don't know if I can deal with the Werehog.
I mean, honestly, if they just had the Werehog be replaced with Knuckles, no one would have an issue.
That's true. Let Knuckles be half of the game again.
Yeah, I mean...
only be an improvement.
Yeah, he's the brawler. Let him be it. Oh, also, Ezri, I will let you choose who we play as.
Oh! Oh, man.
Sonic has hit the drop dash and spin dash in this version. Tails can fly. Knuckles, he can glide. Amy has a hammer. I've not used her yet.
Amy's new for the DLC, right? That could be fun.
Could be fun. Oh, you want Amy then?
Yeah, let's do Amy.
All right, let's do it. Amy time. Rabbit Love Sonic 06. You know what? Some stages I did actually enjoy, but I would not say that I loved it.
Sonic 06 is a special time.
Yeah, Sonic 06 exists, and I will give it this. That
my favorite thing about Sonic 06 is where Shadow kicks Silver in the back
I
of
was
the head.
actually about to mention that. That is the best part of that game. Oh man. Oh, you don't immediately go into a ball as Amy whenever you get out. Oh no. Oh,
this is gonna be an adjustment.
Yeah, that is gonna be an adjustment. Also, good to see you, Osamu. Good to see you. Also, I think I need to go back because I didn't get enough to get a Chaos Emerald.
You gonna go for all the emeralds?
I'm gonna try. Not gonna guarantee it, but I'm gonna try. I mean, the first few times I played through this, I never got all the emeralds, but you know, afterwards, you know, once I got older, it's sort of a point of pride to try.
I was never like good at this game. I played it a lot, but I don't think I ever got Supersonic of my own power.
Well, to be fair, you can't get Supersonic in this one. So
that's true. That's Sonic 2. I don't think I ever got all the emeralds.
Yeah, getting the emeralds in this one is actually really tough.
That special stage is like...
Yeah. Fair warning, folks, if you get motion sick, be sure to turn away when we get to the special stage. But yeah, I'm noticing that the main thing Amy has is it's sort of like the drop dash, but if you hit the jump button to get them all mid-air, she just spins her hammer so you have an extended hitbox. to smack the enemies with. That's interesting.
Her sprite's really cute. She's like Sonic CD, Amy.
Yeah, I that's honestly what I love about it, the fact that it is CD Amy. Ah.
Oh, her little sign.
Oh, that's cool. I love that.
This game has a lot of cute stuff. All the little animations are cute.
Yeah, also, good luck, friends.
Oh yeah, the birds. They're gonna turn into fish. Watch out.
Yeah, did you know that birds are fish?
They are.
Yeah, if you die in the game, you turn to a fish in real life. Oh, I can retry. Yes. Okay.
Oh, that's so kind.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Very kind.
Okay. It's been a hot minute.
I'm trying to remember what the other special stages are like, because there's
Pain.
well, there's blue spheres in Sonic 3, right?
Oh, you mean the other games?
Fun.
Okay, yeah, Blue Spheres is fun.
No, in this game they're all terrible. But
yeah, in this game they're all bad, but I get what they were trying for. Because it is a neat idea to try to get sort of that 3D feeling in 2D.
it's like a pinball machine, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, and Sonic does run off of pinball physics, so... Get in there. Nope. Get it. Amy, please. Oh.
There we go.
Okay,
Only
we
took
got
2
it.
tries.
Yeah, yeah. First try, right?
First try.
Yeah, first try. Oh. But yeah, you said the last Sonic game you played was Heroes?
I think so.
What is your favorite Sonic game?
My favorite is Sonic Adventure 2.
Same here, actually.
I like Sonic Adventure 1 a lot as well, but Sonic Adventure 2 is the one I've played the most by far.
Yeah. Sonic Adventure 2 just had something special about it, you know?
It's like, you know, it's goofy and silly, and sometimes you clip through that loop in Metal Harbor and die, but it's still really fun.
This is very true, and honestly, the more I think about it, even though we meme on Shadow being edgy all the time, he was actually written fairly well.
I love Shadow in Sonic Adventure 2 specifically, and nowhere else.
Agreed. I mean,
He was very cool.
I do love the memes that came from Shadow the Hedgehog. Let's be honest, that's great.
Oh, yeah.
But...
that 4th Chaos Emerald.
Yeah. And did you know that I can actually do a decent Shadow impression?
Oh, I did not know.
Just let me see if I can get. Where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald?
That's pretty good.
People have been worried about me at how I could do that impression.
It's pretty good. You just gotta get it, like, you know, all gravelly.
Yeah, a little bit of gravel, a little bit, you know, just gotta smoke about 20 Marlboros a day. That speaking of Marlboros, that reminded me. We were talking about Final Fantasy earlier, and you know the Marlboros in there, or as they're known now, marbles. How their main attack was called Bad Breath.
Oh.
That was actually originally a pun on the fact that people who smoke Marlboros have bad breath.
Well, anybody who smokes any cigarettes, I guess. That's really funny. I didn't know that about them.
Miss what, Osamu? Miss what?
What did they miss?
I don't know. My brain is dead. And hey, Box, good to see ya.
The stinky monsters.
Yep, that. And now you know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
You know, I forgot there were 3 acts in first stage in Sonic 1.
Yeah. I always forget that too.
I don't think you can get 3 Chaos Emeralds in these acts in Sonic 1. You have to be in only Act 1 and 2, but I could be wrong.
Well, I think Act 3, like, I don't think there's a separate boss act, is there? It's just...
Oh, you're
the
right.
End of Act 3.
You're right. Sonic CD is where there was a separate boss act. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, CD is weird.
It is, but it has the best soundtrack, let's be real.
Oh, it's great. And I love Metal Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite Sonic characters are all the robots.
Really?
I love Gamma.
Oh, do you like Scratch and Grounder?
No.
Okay. Just that solemn reminder and, oh, no.
I forgot about the cartoon!
Oh, okay, that's gonna work well having that larger hitbox with that.
Yeah, that's nice for these aerial.
I just realized it's like the Insta Shield from Sonic 3.
Oh.
Okay.
They're possibly doing a Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover movie.
You know what? I'd be okay with that. It worked in the comic books.
It's extremely 80s.
I mean, I would hope so with the two franchises.
They'd better just go out and make it the most 80s movie ever made.
Mm-hmm. You know, toss a little bit of Tron in there as well, you know?
You have a history with this game. I played it as a kid. I'm sure Rabbit did as well.
Oh, yes. I want to say this was maybe the 4th game I played as a kid.
It was definitely early for me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
I know that I only know that the first game I ever played was Pokemon Yellow, I think.
Ooh.
The first game I ever owned by myself.
Oh, that's a good one, though. That's a real good one.
Yeah, but I remember I have very early childhood memories of this.
Mm-hmm.
I remember dying in this stage a lot, specifically.
Yes.
Marble Zone sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I've come to terms with accepting Marble Zone these days because I now realize Marble Zone ain't that bad. Labyrinth Zone is bad.
Yeah, Labyrinth sucks as well. The soundtrack is great for Marble Zone. I love this track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely a nice chilled out groove. Mm-hmm.
But those freaking glass.
Oh, the glass crushers here.
I hate them. So easy to get crushed.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not good at video games, so.
I don't know. You've played through Paper Mario quite a bit. Mm-hmm.
Paper Mario's. I don't want to say it's not hard, but it's a turn-based game where I don't have to have reflexes. I guess you do for the action commands, but.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say.
It's different.
Different TM, yes. Ah, I see. I'm still saying you're good at games.
Well, I appreciate your confidence, as misplaced as it might be.
And Drogden, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Good to have you here. But yeah, speaking of first games, my first video game, I actually cannot remember which one it was, but it was either Mega Man 1 or Castlevania 1.
Oh.
And I immediately went from that to my uncle's computer playing Doom. I think
Doom is probably that for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I was only 3 years old at the time, but I turned out fine. You know, I turned out fine.
I can't imagine how many kids were raised on, the blood and slaughter of Doom.
Yeah, especially since it was free.
I didn't know it was free.
Yeah, the first chapter of Doom was completely free.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what's cracking, Silver Show? Good to see you. Good to see ya. But yeah, that's what I grew up on as a kid, and then I moved to Zelda.
Oh man, I don't think I played a Zelda game until Ocarina, actually.
Really?
Which is strange, because I had a Super Nintendo, but I just never played A Link to the Past.
That's fair. I mean, to be fair, A Link to the Past got really rare because everyone was buying it. Oh god. Oh please.
It's hell. Welcome to hell.
Yes, welcome. We have onion rings in the back. Don't worry, they're
behind the fish. They might turn into something else.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, clearly, see, they're right there behind the birds. What do you mean birds? No, clearly they're fish.
It's so psychedelic, this whole thing.
It really is, but that's also part of why I love it.
No, it's great. I like it. The boy is strange.
Oh no 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 no
no. Not that way.
Yeah, try.
my lordy. Oh. Oh, no.
You become a small bird when you're distressed?
I transform like the fish in the background, yes.
Oh, I see.
Where is the exit? Oh,
You
not
just
that
gotta
exit.
fall in that little hole right there. It's easy.
Yeah, you're right. It's easy. What am I thinking? This is the easiest, right? I'm turned to a Banjo-Kazooie and I'm just... Okay. There's the hole. Get in, get in, get in. Oh. I think that one may be the worst one of them all.
Yeah, well, we're only 3 of them in. There's 3 more.
Did I play a lot of Sonic games? Yes, I have played every Sonic game, including the ones on Leapster.
Leapster Sonic games.
Yep.
I remember as a kid, I had, you know, like, oh god, this is like ancient stuff. I guess, I don't know where you would get them. Like maybe as a McDonald's toy or something,
Yes,
but it was like a
the
little
LCD
plastic
screen ones.
Sonic
Yes.
thing. Yeah, I had that.
Oh yeah, I had the Knuckles one of those. Oh, those were good. I know they're fun to meme on now, but those were actually pretty fun back then.
They were fun as a kid. You know, kept me busy for probably longer than it should have.
Yeah. Yeah, same here.
It's the worst Sonic game, and do you think it had a redeeming quality?
Worst Sonic game? Well, Ezri, why don't you go first on this one?
I mean, I haven't played any of them myself past, like, Heroes, so my opinions are strictly on, like, seeing footage of them. But Sonic Boom has to be the worst, right?
I actually don't count that one as a Sonic game because it's made by a different developer.
Okay, if that one doesn't count, then it's gotta be 06. And the redeeming quality is when Shadow kicks Silver in the back of the head.
Fair. Also, Francis, thank you so much for the follow.
But the soundtracks for that game is actually pretty good as well.
Yeah, it really is. But for me, the worst Sonic game, in my opinion, Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Oh.
Because that, along with Sonic Free Riders... Okay, Sonic 06 may be a glitchy, buggy mess,
Free
but...
Riders is up there, isn't it?
Yeah, Sonic 06 may be a glitchy, buggy mess, but at least you can play it. The others you can't even play. They're horrible. They're really bad.
Motion controls were bad.
I mean, thing is, Sonic and the Black Knight was okay. It was alright for a kid's game.
I think it got better. I mean, better than the other one.
Yeah, Sonic and the Secret Rings, though, you didn't have any control, and it's just, no. It's abomination. It is straight up an abomination. And its main redeeming quality, the cutscenes were good.
Oh man, I don't remember it all. No memory of what those cutscenes are like. But I would wager that the soundtrack is also probably pretty good.
True. I mean, you can't really go wrong with any
There's nothing you can count on.
True. Sonic always has a good soundtrack.
Although for Origins specifically, I know they had to change some Sonic 3 tracks.
Yeah, and
which is a real bummer.
It is a bummer, but it's on us fans, because if we didn't keep on bringing up that Michael Jackson did the music, the Jackson family would have said, hey, you owe us royalties on the music if you put it in the next game.
Is that what happened?
That's what happened.
Oh man.
And instead of paying those royalties, which would be astronomical, they've said, all right.
Pretty expensive. I mean, he wrote them for the game. I think. I don't remember how that whole thing went down.
Yeah, he did write them for the game, but it
was kind of messy, if I remember right.
Yeah, and he didn't really like how they turned out because he wasn't too fond of how the sound chip.
That crunchy Genesis sound chip.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love the Genesis sound chip because it's all a matter of you know how to work it right. Which, as I've tried to tell many developers, if they're going to make something for the Genesis or try to emulate the Genesis sound chip, don't treat things like they're playing a piano. Act like they're shredding on an electric guitar.
It is a guitar.
That's the main mistake so many developers made. They tried to play it like a piano, like the Nintendo sound chip.
It's just so like metallic and sharp. It's a really interesting sound. didn't know that Sonic Unleashed was on the PlayStation 2. I had no idea.
Yeah, it did get a... Oh god, right, we're back here again. It did get a PS2 and Wii port. They're pretty good because it's more stage by stage. You don't have to worry about the sun medals as much. Thank God. Because that's the main thing that bothered me, the sun and moon medals in Unleashed. But, okay. No.
God, I would be lost immediately. I do not know where you are or how you got here.
I'm on Twitch. I got here by using the internet. No! Oh! I hope people wore their brown pants today.
Oh my god. Life is a waking nightmare. You got a 1-up though.
Yeah, true. Also, you see what I mean by I think that last one was the worst one.
Oh, that one wasn't so bad.
Yeah, because the ones after that number 3 seem to be much easier.
Oh, that's right. There aren't lives. They're little medals.
Which, I mean, you have lives if you played the original version on here, but if we're playing Anniversary like we are here, so we can choose the different characters, we do get the little medals.
I see.
And they go across all the games, so you can use
You could get so many of those.
Yeah. Though that's mostly due to the fact that in this game, there's actually dedicated story mode as well, where you play through all the games in a row.
Yeah, it has a little cutscene.
And I love the fact that they finally said, yes, Sonic CD takes place before Sonic 2, because it just makes more sense that way.
Tails isn't there.
Yeah, exactly. Tails wasn't there, so it makes more sense. Also, I've never been this direction in the stage. I've been playing this for over 20 years of my life.
Always new things to learn, new discoveries.
Need a more interview question about Sonic? Well, actually, Ezri, here's a question. Who, out of all the Sonic characters in every Sonic game, who's your favorite?
It is E102 Gamma.
Good choice.
I would die for that robot, but I can't because he died first.
Gamma deserved better. F's in chat for Gamma, everybody. F's in chat for Gamma.
I love him. Omega's great too.
I agree.
Who's your favorite?
My favorite? Call me basic, but I'm a big fan of Sonic and Tails. They're both my favorite. They're sort of tied because
Gamma deserved it. I'm gonna fight your chat with my bare hands.
You know what? I'll join you. I'll fight them. I'll fight them with my rabbit hands.
He was a good robot. He learned about empathy.
He was a good robot.
And then he sacrificed himself.
Oh, also, I just realized. Wait, that means you don't know, do you?
About what?
Okay, you need to play Sonic Generations.
Okay.
because during one of the cutscenes, everyone's gathered around for Sonic's birthday, and one of them is a little bird with a pendant around his neck. Yep.
Oh.
So Gamma lives. Gamma lives.
Yeah, Omega counted the sand.
Oh God, that's right. I forgot about that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I just love the question is count how many sand there is. It's just
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think Sonic's a good protagonist. He's cool. He's interesting.
Yeah, the main thing I like about Sonic is he never gives up, you know?
Yeah. Well, he's like, he's got that 90s rebellion about him.
True.
He's like, I don't know, he'll fight the government. He doesn't care.
Yeah,
He's just like...
I mean, you're right. He fought Gun.
He's just doing his own thing.
It doesn't matter now what happens. He will never give up the fight. Oh God! I almost forgot to grab the rings.
Look at these crab fellows. I love them.
Oh, I just realized if if you do what's normally the drop dash, Hammy just runs and swings her hammer.
That's cute.
Oh, absolutely brilliant.
She's so mad.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Okay, so how far in Sonic 1 have you made it before?
I don't know. I mean, definitely this far. I think I've beaten it before. But with a lot of struggle.
Oh, yeah. Sonic 1 is the hardest one.
Most of the times I played, I gave up at Marble Zone, but I've definitely been further than that. I played a lot more Sonic 3, I think.
Sonic 3 is really good. I understand why so many people count it as their favorite.
I believe I had the and Knuckles cartridge as well.
Ooh, nice. Oh god, do you remember the advertising that they did for Sonic 3 with the Knuckles cartridge?
Oh, I don't think so.
No joke, Sega of America had an ad out in magazines where it was a kid going, "Mom, what are those cartridges doing? They're making a new game, honey." Like,
oh my god.
Oh. It's just...
I love the Sonic 2 ad where they just tell you about all the things you can do with the box.
Yes.
That's my favorite one. It fits in any tackle box.
It really does.
Your favorite Sonic design? That's kind of hard.
Design-wise, for me, that has to be Tails.
Just Tails in general?
Yeah, Tails in general has my favorite design.
He's a cutie.
Then again, I also have a soft spot for foxes.
That's true. Did you see Vulpix in the Pokemon DLC?
Oh, I did not see that Vulpix was in the Pokemon DLC.
Vulpix.
Oh, I may have to get the DLC. I've not even beaten Violet yet, but I may have to get the DLC purely for Vulpix. Oh, no.
I don't know if I have a... The foxes, you can't escape them. I saw a Furret, so it was over for me.
Oh, yep.
He was a long, long boy.
But yeah, you were gonna say your favorite design?
My Sonic design, I don't know. I like Sonic when he's round. Classic Sonic, he's very cute.
So you're not a fan of the long quills?
I like it. I like the adventure style too. But the classic one makes me think of, like, you know, cartoons from the 40s. I don't know. It's a very
true. It does have
a very cute image.
I mean, you're right. It does have sort of that noodle animation type look to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Go the right.
I am pro for it.
Furret is a good Pokemon. Let no one tell you otherwise.
Who's hating on Furret? Who would slander that long, long boy?
I don't know, but there are some people who don't like Furret, and I don't know why. They call him was it Unova they first showed up in, I believe?
No, Furret's a Gen 2 Pokemon.
Right, Johto, right. I don't know why I was thinking Unova. I think
Furret
this stage is messing with my
from
brain. There we go.
Meme of a Unova song, I think. The meme of Furret walking, I think, is a Unova song.
Gotcha. That's probably why I was thinking that. But yeah, Furret's a good Pokemon. I don't know why.
He's just walking. He's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, he can walk.
Oh, these really aren't as bad as that third one. What a weird difficulty spike.
Yeah. Just yeah. All I can say is yeah. You know, speaking of Pokemon, one thing I wish they'd bring back, Mega Evolutions.
See, I didn't play much of the games where that was there, so I never really got attached to them as a concept.
True.
But I know that they are very beloved.
And
I know that they never made a Mega Flygon, which I took personally.
Wait, they never made a Mega Flygon?
Nope.
Oh. I take offense to that.
Right?
I mean, it's a Flygon. That one deserves to have a Mega form.
They replaced him with Garchomp and then never gave him anything.
You're right. Garchomp took over. I like Garchomp, but...
Flareon's cuter.
Agreed. Agreed.
It's a better shiny, too, in that it has one, and it's not just one shade different.
I see shots are being fired at Garchomp today.
I don't even dislike Garchomp that much. I don't know why I'm being so combative.
I mean, it's Pokemon. It's understandable. You got to battle, be the very best that there ever was,
I guess that is the whole point of the franchise.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Oh, we made it. Okay.
So stressful.
Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. I only lost half my lifespan right there.
As long as you have one ring, you'll be fine.
Exactly.
As long as you have one ring, you can live forever.
Aye. The secret to immortality. Just ring it. Mm-hmm. Wait, does that mean I'm gonna die if no one calls me? Boom. No, my rings!
Oh no! You're tied to this mortal coil.
Oh no. No. But I need to live forever. No. My immortality. Who hit me with mistletoe?
What?
Oh, do you not know about that mythos?
No.
It was a Norse. It was a Norse deity where, at least I think. At least I think it was a deity, or it was at least a Norse immortal, who the only way he lost his immortality was being slain with mistletoe, a sword made out of mistletoe. It was his only weakness.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was just really allergic.
Yeah, must have been. Must have been. So how we went from that being how mistletoe was used to now mistletoe being used around Christmas time for people kissing each other, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's when you think about it.
That's
Hold up. How?
The passage of time. Christmas is a whole mismatch of stuff anyway. None of it makes any sense.
This is true. I'm not salty. I'm not salty.
Oh, was that Balder who got snatched by mistletoe?
Balder, maybe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That does sound familiar. Invulnerability, not immortality. Okay. I thought it was immortality. That's my bad.
They sound very similar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's a track in this game that's not good, but I don't remember some of the later ones as well, for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a bad track in this either, but that could also be my Sonic bias show. Okay, I'm not getting up there, so I'm just gonna take the low path. There we go. That was on me. That one was on me.
The spikes came out of nowhere. It's not like they were rotating on a predetermined path.
You know what? You're right. How could I have known?
There's
Clearly,
no way you could have known.
There's no way I could have known. Obviously, I'm perfect at this game. Mm-hmm.
Speed running it.
Yes, clearly. Yes, yeah.
Squilliam. Speedrun Sonic 1.
So we got 5 rings. I think that should be enough for us to handle Robotnik on this one.
Well, now you have more.
Because I think the Robotnik on this one isn't the easiest one. That's obviously Green Hill Zone, but
right.
He's pretty close to being the easiest one in this. Alright, I need to outrun that. There we go. Alright, so... Well, it's taking some adjustment. I'm slowly but surely getting used to aiming. I just need to remember that if I do the drop dash, don't let go of the jump button afterwards.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird to play this game. I mean, even playing it as, like, Tails would be weird.
Yeah, because as Sonic, you know all the basic moves already, because it's just simple. Amy, there's a little bit of a difference. Like, if I let go of A, Amy stop swinging her hammer.
Did that say cope?
Yes, it did. We found the origin of copium. The factory is here.
Why does it say that?
You know, I think it's saying a message. And then
This is like a classic boss formula. It takes the block.
yeah.
The classic of the 16-bit days.
Oh man, I remember. I think there was a Castlevania game where that happened too, and that scared the daylights out of me. It was Castlevania 3, the final boss fight against Dracula. His giant Thunderbird-looking form moves platforms, and it's thinking of, I have to dodge lasers and moving platforms. Oh no!
God. Here's our favorite zone.
Favorite TM, yes. Oh yeah! It's okay. I got the shield. Oh. Wait, how many emeralds have I gotten? Was it 5? Maybe?
It's 4 or 5. I think 5.
Okay, yeah, if that's the case, then there's only one more for us to get. So if I'm lucky, we can get it in Labyrinth Zone 1 here. Because Labyrinth Zone 2, there ain't a chance.
Yeah, I don't think I ever, as a kid, I never saw an ending that wasn't Eggman laughing at you for not getting all the emeralds and calling you dumb.
Oh, yeah, that...
Like, wow, you're such an idiot. I can't believe you didn't get all the emeralds.
Yeah, Eggman, what a jerk, right?
He
Can I
like
cheese it?
juggles them.
I can't juggle it. No, not this, not the glitch.
Dangerous.
Okay, note to self, don't try cheesing it.
They put all the spikes there for you specifically.
Yes, they did. They saw me and said, so you thought. Okay, 41 rings.
The water's so stressful.
Yeah. You know, I actually have the Sonic water drowning music as my alarm tone. It works.
Gets you up.
It works
Pure
real well.
anxiety.
Oh. If anyone ever has trouble waking up, that's what they should use. It gets the job done.
It's so scary. I mean, after I got a pet hedgehog, I learned the truth, which is that they don't like water. It's real. Sonic the Hedgehog is very realistic.
Yeah,
they
really don't like water. Do not make your hedgehog swim. Ooh. Hey, Joshua. How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, I need an air bubble. Air, s'il vous plaît.
Onegai. Air.
Go. Okay. Duck. Okay. Okay, we made it through that. That's the worst part.
Is it?
Yes. At least to me. Okay, I don't remember what I just opened, but I opened something. Avoid the red spring there. Okay. You know, fun fact, that's what it really sounds like when you gasp for air, folks. If you don't believe me, just give it a shot yourself. You know, try it. Put your head underwater and just wait till you hear that drowning music.
Don't give it a try. Disclaimer. It is a joke.
Disclaimer, I cannot be held responsible for if you actually try that. Please use common sense.
Armadillos love swimming. Is that true?
This is true. Okay, I'm all right. I'm okay.
Look at that block of cheese. I know it's a cork, but
You know what? I didn't even realize it was a cork until you just pointed that out. I too thought it was a block of cheese all my life.
very buoyant cheese.
Mm-hmm.
It's got holes in it, so.
Must be made from by the Swiss. Hey, TV, good to see ya. Oh, right, the fireball. Well, that just wasn't fair. That was mean placement. Wait for it. All right. I know I don't have to insta-shield against all of these, but it makes me feel better.
It's a safety net.
Mm-hmm. Now I get why so many people in Sonic 3 love it.
Yeah. It's just kind of a habit.
Yeah. Yeah. Please be enough ringage over here if I can get... Oh, I can't go down there, can I? Ah! Well, no Chaos Emerald here. Let's go. Ugh. I have one more chance before it gets almost impossible. Almost impossible?
Impossible.
What is impossible?
Maybe there's shrimp involved.
Ooh. You know what? Shrimp sounds good right now, actually.
I would eat some shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
A
Out here-
tasty summer treat.
What's your favorite seafood, if I may ask?
Probably shrimp.
Oh, that's what I was pushing yes. Okay. But yeah, shrimp is real good. Especially shrimp scampi.
Mm-hmm. I like ebi fry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and then there's also garlic shrimp.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong.
Exactly.
They're just a vehicle of flavor.
Exactly. Can't go wrong with a good shrimp. I almost repeated a joke I said yesterday, and I almost said just like so.
What?
She's 4'10". Oh.
VTuber's so small.
But she's a friendly one. She's a friendly one. I hope. At least she was until she finds out I made that joke. Oh.
Nobody tell. Keep it a secret.
Yeah, no one will notice. There's no one to notice, right, chat? Right? We're all friends here.
The immediate betrayal.
You know what, it's Abaddon, I expect nothing less. Okay, let's see if I can get through here faster than your average bear.
I don't know how fast a bear could get through here.
You know, that's a good point. Could a bear get through here?
I think they're good at swimming, but
Oh, they're definitely good at
there's a lot
swimming.
of spikes involved.
True. Spikes, tight corridors. Glad that was just my shield. Oof. You know, I think I always make that exact same mistake right there now I think about it. Because I want to get past that one that's just right there, that one spike. Because it scares me.
They do a lot of mean stuff in these games. There's a lot of mean, like, springs and spike traps.
Yeah. I mean,
This game in particular is, like, a lot more careful than some of the later ones.
yeah. I will say there's a lot less. It almost feels like it got more deliberate later on with the spike traps. Like, okay,
Yeah.
we're not just putting these here to put these here. We want you Dunyan rings. Like Sonic 2, that pit in the Mystic Caves.
Oh.
You know exactly which one I'm talking about. They've repurposed it since though. In the port of Sonic 2 on the on mobile, as well as on the Origins collection here, it actually leads to a secret area now.
Oh, that's cool.
So it actually gives you a whole nother stage if you go down there.
Oh, that's right. It was like a beta stage or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. Get in. Get in. Amy, please. Please, I beg of you. I promise I won't talk about how the lyrics to your song in Sonic Adventure 1 are lewd anymore. I promise. Because there are
some weird lyrics.
Yeah, there was some seriously suspicious lyrics in that one. Ooh, I'm not gonna say what they are, but when I get to that point while playing through Sonic Adventure DX, people will hear for themselves. Oh, we got them all.
No, it's just a mess. That whole song. The only thing I remember is that she like refers to Sonic as parsley at some point. Which is like, that's not really a very romantic metaphor, but okay.
It really isn't. You're like, parsley. Thank you? Question mark? I mean, I guess if someone really loves parsley, then maybe.
I can't imagine being that passionate about a herb.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I love me some vegetables, but I don't know about this one, Chief. Curse my son, but inevitable betrayal. I mean, this is true. It's true. Don't fall down there. That's the death pit. All right.
You're just so slow in the water too. It doesn't feel very good.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes me feel it doesn't feel good at all. I don't really know how to phrase it except for the sluggish.
Yeah. I don't know why they kept making water levels like this.
Yeah.
In this era.
Yeah, I mean, at least they got better with Sonic 2 because Chemical Plant is actually really good.
Chemical Plant slaps.
Mm-hmm.
And so does Hydro City.
And you know what? I call it Hydrocity, the Hydro City.
It is. I mean, it is Hydro City. That's what it is. Hydrocity is not like a word,
but they did. Yeah, just that one forgotten space. But you know what? I like to think it's a Hydro City called Hydrocity.
Oh, I see. A compromise.
Mm-hmm. That and it messes with people. Mm-hmm. Okay, what's... Ooh, invincibility. I will take that, thank you. I'm glad I did, lordy. Wait, why am I gathering rings? I don't need them anymore. We got all the Chaos Emeralds.
It's the fate of the gamer. You want to collect.
True. Shiny object I must grab. You are right. This holds true for everyone, especially people who play JRPGs like we do.
Yeah. I will farm for a drop, that doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But only for a little bit. Eventually I will get sick of it.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, have you ever played a Castlevania game?
I don't think I have.
Ooh, I might need to hook you up with the Castlevania Advanced Collection then, because those are three of some of the best Castlevania games out there.
Oh.
And well, since you like JRPGs, I have no doubt you would love Aria of Sorrow.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Because it took the feeling of Metroid, the level up mechanics of a JRPG, and the action of Castlevania. Mix it all together into one glorious package.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like when they get weird with genres.
Mm-hmm. I mean, technically, Symphony of the Night was the one that made it popular, but it's not in that collection, and the one that the collection is on is purely on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and...
Gross.
Yeah...
I'm sure I could find a way, some mysterious method of playing
true,
old
there might...
games.
You're right, there might be a mysterious method, you know, Who knows? There might be some sort of mystery around here. I mean, after all, there are those glorious ports of, you know, NES and SNES games onto the PC.
Yeah, really nice of the people who made those to do that for us.
Right, you know, they're just, and they're really good ports too. They run really smooth.
They run great. You can add all sorts of filters and...
Yeah, we can even make it look the way we wanted to, like how we remember it back in the day.
What a good, very official thing.
Exactly. Water, please.
This boss is so annoying.
Yeah, this is worst boss in the game. Hands down. Oh, it looks like
it waits for you.
Yeah, looks like it's done too, though. Oh, I actually got ahead of the curve on that one. I thought that was going to be our first actual death in this game.
Oh, no! We only have 229 coins.
I mean, you're right. I only have 229 coins.
You might run out of them. You gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful. I mean, no joke. First time I ever played Sonic on a collection where I could just use lives.
Oh, I love Starlight.
Ooh, yeah. That boss right there killed me no less than 20 times.
Oh, I believe it. That boss is so bad. You just have to learn it, I guess. You just have to know what you're supposed to do ahead of time.
Yeah, and even then, it's just it's so difficult to do just because you gotta take it slow that entire boss fight.
Well, there's only so fast you can go because you're underwater to begin with.
Yeah, true. I forgot what I was doing there. I make a lot of weird noises when I game, don't I?
it's the...
Tis nature's way.
I don't know if it's a streamer curse or a platformer curse, but... I definitely have the patented Ezri noises, which are not human noises.
Yeah, and I also have my PTSD when it comes to spikes, thanks to Mega Man and Castlevania.
Oh god, well yeah, spikes are bad. Mega Man X also, I played a lot, but was not super good at. I do know that I haven't completed Mega Man X before.
Ooh.
But boy, there's a lot of spikes in that game.
Yes, there are. So you've completed Mega Man X before, you said?
Yeah, I think I don't know if I've ever gotten the Hadouken. I think I have.
They actually made the Hadouken easier to get in the PSP remake, surprisingly.
Oh, is it? I've never played Maverick Hunter X.
I actually played through it here recently on... Why are there two goalposts?
That was weird. I saw that. I guess maybe it's a different path.
Maybe?
And they just don't converge, but that's strange.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
I thought you were doing like a Minecraft villager.
Oh. You know, everyone says that about my noises. They say that I sound like a Minecraft villager. Whenever I go, Oh. Let's go under these dudes. There we go. Nice and simple.
It is like a nice break after Labyrinth where you're so restricted. Starlight's a little more free.
Yeah. I love the fact that in Sonic 2, they actually took more of a note from how people reacted to really only liking Green Hill Zone. And they made every area very similar to that.
Yeah. Which is good. The rest of the Sonic one is more like a traditional platformer in a lot of ways.
Yeah, which that's actually sort of nice in a sense because it means that being able to go fast rewards having, learn the stages and, speed as a reward instead of just given to you immediately. I do like that, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's like sort of the principle of it sort of goes through all the Sonic games where the goal is to like, not the goal, but the thing that is fun to do is try to just get through it as cleanly as possible.
Yeah, I think honestly that's why I'm surprised there's not more speedrunners who love the Sonic games.
Oh, there's a lot of them. My very close fellow streamer Victor Cannon does SADX speedruns.
Ooh, nice.
So I watch those all the time, and then I know the classic games have their fans as well. I think there's a lot of clipping through walls involved, though.
Ah, the glitch runs, yeah. You know what? I enjoy seeing the glitch runs, but I sort of wish they were counted as a different category than just speed run, because it's a little different.
There's probably a glitchless category, but I doubt it would be as popular because everybody loves to go through wall.
True.
I like the appeal of a glitchless speedrun in any game, really, not just Sonic games. I think they're sort of fun in a unique way.
Yeah, I mean, and I love watching glitches as well. I think they're really cool. But for me, it's just there have been so many times where I've done speedruns of games, and they said, "Oh, you're slow. You could have done it so much faster if you did this glitch." I went, "I'm doing this glitchless." Yeah, that just shows you don't have the skill. Are you kidding me? I just beat this in 3 hours without using glitches.
It's like
you do that.
It's different.
Exactly.
When I speedran Tulip, which I want to do again, but I did the glitchless category.
Yeah, speedrunning glitchless is just a good time.
It's fun. It feels more approachable as well.
Yeah.
Having to learn glitches can be kind of daunting.
Yeah, it really can, yeah, because glitches, you just have to get everything specifically right on things, and sometimes we just want to have fun with the game.
Yeah. Well, there's something satisfying about just going as fast as you can within the parameters that the game actually intended.
True. Get over here. There you go.
Why did he set up these seesaws? What was his intention?
That's a very good question.
What was Eggman trying to do with this?
You know, maybe just wanted a playground, you know? Eggman, are you okay?
I don't think he is, but he's got kind of an egomania problem.
You know what? When you're right, you're right.
I mean, I wish I had the confidence that he has. He puts his face on literally everything he ever makes.
True. I wish I had the confidence too. Also, do you know the lore behind Sonic 1?
Like the story, or?
Yeah, the story as to why Robotnik and Sonic are fighting.
I mean, he captures the little animals, and he uses them to, like, power the robots, right?
I use them to power the robots, but the main reason that there's anything that Robotnik is doing like this, he just wanted to make a theme park. So he's capturing the animals to clear out the area of land that he bought the rights to so he can make a theme park.
Oh, I see.
And, yeah, that was a no-go for Sonic.
Well, the capturing the little animals and putting them into robots isn't good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sonic, especially early on, but it goes on later as well.
Yeah.
Like, the theme of it is, like, the nature versus technology, right? So the animals fighting robots.
Yeah, and when you think about it, now you know there's a hole there. Okay. Now you know that the entire thing was just Eggman wanted to make an amusement park. Suddenly, him having Eggman Land and Unleashed makes so much more sense.
He finally achieved his dream.
It only took him fracturing the world.
He blew up the moon for this.
Yeah. I thought I was about to get got right there. I'm gonna be honest.
There's been a lot of close calls here in the past couple of minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot going on.
Oh, do you know what the last and final act of this zone is, though?
No, I don't remember.
Let's just say Robotnik knew. Robotnik knew what would be the most dangerous for us.
Oh.
All right. You know, I've always wondered, what happens if one of these animals that have been caught and put into a robot didn't want to be saved? They actually wanted to pilot a robot. And we're just going around destroying
evil little penguin out there who wants to commit crimes.
Yeah, I mean, and we're just going around destroying their robot suits. Like, man, I saved up years to buy this robot.
My penguin Gundam. It's shaped like a crab. I always thought those, like, that one panel in the background looked like a face with, like, the purple diamonds.
Oh, I see it. Yep, you're right. I wonder if that was the intent.
I wonder.
Oh, we got a platform. I've actually never been to the full top path before.
Well, I guess you're not going to.
I could always just, you know, go back a little.
Back on up there.
Yeah, see if I can get back up there a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit of spite. Just a little bit of spite. Okay, so that drops almost instantaneously. Now we know.
Oh, you can speedrun it.
Yeah. Oh gods.
There's so much all the time in the later levels. You're spinning, and there's a spike thing that's also spinning, and there's fire.
Yeah. And let's not forget the lightning bolts. Clearly, we gotta have those too. Wait, you mean your factory doesn't have lightning bolts that go everywhere? Oh, you ain't living. I'm pretty sure you saw me just clinch up for a moment there when I was thinking of, there's another spike ball.
Oh.
Just, my heart.
It's not good for the nerves.
Oh.
Classic.
Goes up slow,
Classic
comes
Sonic
down
1
instant. Yep. Well, there's our first death. And,
Well, I mean, you made it pretty far in before you're impressed by something.
you know what? You're right. I'm going to take pride in that.
You should.
I'm being very cautious right now.
Oh god, this is...
Two.
You can't even see it half the time. How are you supposed to know when to jump?
Yeah, imagine this without the widescreen aspect ratio.
Oh, that's true. They made it widescreen.
Mm-hmm.
It was square before.
Yeah, before it was 4x6. It's just... Well, thank you, Shield. You served me well for while you were around. I appreciate that.
OSHA? I think there's a lot of OSHA violations for
Yeah,
sure. This is
maybe a
not a
few.
safe workplace.
Maybe a few. Then again, was it intended for anyone to actually come down here? What's this supposed to be all mechanical parts?
I don't know. Is this like the ductwork, maybe? Or like the insides of the walls of whatever this is?
Maybe. I mean, we could be that cat that's meowing on the walls all the time.
Oh god. I remember my cat.
Oh.
We'd like taken off the vents to like clean.
Oh no.
And then like a little while later, like maybe an hour later, we were like, has anybody like seen the cat?
Oh no!
And so I just had to wait for her to come out. And then she did come out, probably like another hour later, covered in lint. But otherwise fine.
Okay. At least she got out of there.
She was out, she was like, she had a blast. That was very fun for her. It was not for me.
Yeah, she found herself a little box to hide in.
She must have just like, yeah, saw a little like cave and was like, heck yeah, I'm going in there. That looks fun.
Meanwhile, you're there going, please come out, please come out, please come out. Oh. Oh man. Also, did you see that buzzsaw at the part where we had to go past the 3?
Yeah.
How there was one that after we got near the 3rd one, it fell off the 2 inches and chased us.
It's a very secure facility.
Mm-hmm. Oh, time for Act 3. Guess where we're going.
It's time. Scrap Brain, Act 3.
Back to Labyrinth
It's
Zone.
Labyrinth again! Woohoo! It's gray now!
To quote Keenan, why? Oh,
I'm
it's
sure they must have just run out of time. I can't imagine that they intended to go back to Labyrinth.
I don't know. Something tells me that the developers knew. With all the Spike stuff that's been in this, something tells me that they knew.
Odd. There's that penguin.
Oh, by the way, did you hear about the father of Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh, that he went to prison? Jail?
Yes. He went.
Like, insider trading?
Yep. Oh, God.
It sure is something.
I mean, you gotta go fast when you're from Sonic Team, and he found the fast track to prison that way.
Faster to prison. I mean, insider trading is like... What a lame crime.
Yeah. 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 Oh, man. Imagine having been someone who's just known throughout the entire industry for creating a franchise. You've got a reputation that's well beloved, and you throw it all away for insider trading.
For Balan Wonderworld. And then the insider trading.
Yeah, it's just, well, we're dead. Oh.
As a huge Nights into Dreams fan, Balan was a letdown.
Yeah. I mean, I get what he was trying to do with that. If he just had it to where it could have more than one button used, it would have been okay.
He's like, I don't know, Sonic Team had this obsession with like not using all of the buttons on the controller for some reason.
I think it's because he was on the team still at the time.
Yeah, well, I guess the Frontiers uses a lot of buttons, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Frontier makes sure we use every button. But yeah, I think Yuji Naka is the reason why. Mm-hmm.
What a weird hang-up.
Yeah. I mean, I get the reasoning behind it, because he wanted to make it to where it was accessible to anyone could just pick up and play. But in doing so, it made some games impossible to play.
Yeah, it's I don't know, if you want to have like any sort of complexity, you should probably use a couple of buttons.
Mm-hmm.
At
Mm-hmm.
least.
Agreed. Alright, you have a good one, Osamu. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping by.
See ya.
Mm-hmm. Also, I'm surprised we're as close to the end of the game as we are. It's only been about an hour.
It's not a long game if you like don't die.
True, true. This is true.
If you die in Labyrinth, or then it takes a lot longer.
You know what? That's fair. That is true. Oh, air,
Come on,
please.
Come on. No! No!
What happened there?
You bounced off the ceiling and died!
No, it didn't even bounce me off the ceiling. What it did is, it did that thing where, you know how sometimes the water pressure will take you and send you flying?
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, for some reason that was registering as right there, and I don't know why. I hit a glitch.
Oh no.
Oh. I'm not counting that death.
It didn't happen? That wasn't real. Another timeline.
Oh, it is sort of my luck, though. I am the unwilling glitch finder.
Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, every game I've played, I've always found a glitch. No joke, Cult of the Lamb, whenever I was playing it, on the third stream, at the very beginning, I go to talk to a character, and I accidentally enter an area while I'm talking to the character, and it glitches out and sends me outside of the game zone.
Oh my god.
So, no matter...
Frame perfect trick.
No matter what I do, I can't escape glitches. That's why I'm such a good beta and alpha tester for people.
I guess so. That's what they need.
Because I just try to do things normally, and magic happens.
Misfortune follows you.
Yeah.
I don't really encounter that stuff very much, but last night in Deadly Premonition 2, I don't know what happened.
I was
But,
about
like,
to say...
there are these enemies that have scissors, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like the Scissor Man from Clock Tower. So, you know, when they're around, they make this like
Meow meow,
like,
motherfucker.
Yeah.
scissor noise.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what happened, but I glitched like a cutscene or something.
Mhm.
The enemies were not even around, but there was a constant scissor noise.
Oh no.
And I could not get it to go away until I closed the game and reopened it.
Oh no.
Oh, welcome, Raiders.
And yes, welcome Taiji. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Can we get a shout out for Taiji, please, in the chat? Actually, Taiji, if no one does it, you're a mod. Shout out yourself, buddy. You deserve it. But welcome everybody. Today we are playing some Sonic Origins Plus. We're actually nearing the end right here because this is the final boss fight of Sonic 1.
Yeah.
So, get ready, folks. You're about to see if we can do this all in one shot here without getting too many game overs against Robotnik. But Taiji, what were you playing? What were you playing? Oh, Story of Seasons. Oh, that's
I want to play
right.
it so bad.
Oh, wonderful life. I was off by 1 pixel. I was off by 1 pixel. Missed it by that much.
Oh, man.
And we are at the final boss already. We are at the final boss.
Not a long game. Thanks for the raid, Taiji.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you, Taiji. And also, Taiji, how is the remake of that Story of Seasons? That's my personal favorite one.
Is it? I've never played it much, but I know a lot of people really like it, so I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah, A Wonderful Life was my favorite one. It was also my second Harvest Moon that I ever played.
Oh.
The remake's great. Good. I love to hear it.
Yeah, exciting.
That was almost a crushing defeat right there. You signed up for this.
I did agree to do this.
Alright, I think he's only got maybe 2 or 3 more hits before he's... Or does this form have 12 hits? I can't remember.
Oh, God if I know.
Oh, there he goes.
There you go, he's gone.
Alright, that's the game, folks. That is the game. Thank you for the clip there, Abaddon. Haven't got too far the remake, you mean? Ah, fair. It ain't crazy. I see
you had that. Oh, guys. Oh, look at Amy. She's got the emeralds.
Yep, we got the perfect end. We got the true.
Oh, she's so cute.
I love that custom animation right there that they add in specifically for Origins Plus. But yeah, that was Sonic 1.
Very nostalgic.
Yeah, and I gotta say, even playing as Amy, it felt the same. It did feel the same. It's still a lot of fun.
It's still Sonic 1.
Yeah.
Which I guess is a good thing.
Yeah, because Sonic 1 is a good game. You can definitely feel this is their first try in it. But, oh, it's a good time. I love the game. Except for stage, what was it, 3, 4 of
the
special stages?
The special stage for the third emerald.
Yeah, and you see what I mean by that was the hardest one.
Yeah, it was, really.
Oh. Eggman ordered you to do that? You know what? Understandable. Have day.
An agent of evil.
Yes. And yes, Abdon, I did hear that the Metal Gear collections are coming. There is one thing I gotta say, though. I've tried playing Metal Gear in the past. I actually don't enjoy the Metal Gear Solid games, except for Metal Gear Solid 5.
I've only played the first one, Metal Gear Solid, the PlayStation 1 game. And I had fun with it.
I know a lot of people love it. It's just, for some reason, the controls just don't jive with me.
It is rough. It's like, it's not tank controls, is it? It might be. But it is. I mean, that one specifically is. It shows its age in a few ways, I think.
Yeah. I think the other thing is that also, Metal Gear games, I enjoy them as a movie more than I do a game.
Well, they are sort of more movies than games. Well, not really. There's a lot of cutscene, right? A lot. But a lot of the stuff that happens is like really tied into the actual gameplay of it. Like, you know, Seeing it at the Psycho Mantis boss fight, or having to having to look at the back of the box for a code or whatever. There's a lot of really interesting gameplay stuff.
True, there is some interesting gameplay stuff, but I tried giving the first 3 a try. I just couldn't get into it.
Fair.
I do love the 5th one though, because the way the controls work, and it's got more gameplay than the others. Oh.
Oh.
So we get the cutscene anyway if we do the anniversary modes. Nice.
So cute. And then it adds the other emerald.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then they disappear. But yep, that's Sonic 1. That's Sonic 1.
There it is.
All right. Ezri, thanks so much for joining me on this. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me. It was very fun.
Yeah, it was fun just talking about nostalgic things with the Sonic franchise.
Very, very integral to my childhood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here. I mean, Sonic games are some of the things that I grew up on. So.
Yeah, me too. The Genesis and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, all the hours in Sonic Adventure 2.
Yes. Did you ever get all the emblems?
Oh, God, no.
Well, now we know a stream idea for you.
You have to get all A-ranks, right? There's no way I could do that.
Oh, you can do it.
No.
Yeah, you can do it. I know you can.
I can, no. Maybe, but...
Oh, there's the maybe. Okay, you heard it here first. She's going to try to get all... She's going to try to get... She's going to try to get all emblems in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on stream. There you go. Mm-hmm. So be sure to turn into Ezri if you want to see that action.
I gotta play all the Chow.
But but yes, Ezri, you want to go ahead and pimp out your channel real quick?
Oh, yeah. I'm Ezri. I stream games and I stream artwork every week. I play a lot of weird stuff. I play a lot of variety, a lot of weird, surreal stuff and Nintendo games, and we have a good time.
Mm-hmm. You should see her play Paper Mario.
Yes, I love Paper Mario. I'd love to do another Paper Mario randomizer soon.
Oh, yes.
Actually. That was really fun.
Oh, Ezri. Paper Mario randomizer crowd control.
Do they have crowd control for it? Oh my god.
They have crowd control for Paper Mario, yes.
Oh, that would be fun. I'll have to try that out for sure.
Oh, yes, definitely. And folks, please do go check out Ezri. She's a great person, good pal of mine, and I know you'll enjoy her content.
Thank you.
Because you've been currently going through Deadly Premonition 2, as you said, right?
Yeah, right now we're playing Deadly Premonition 2, which if you've never seen it before, don't worry, you don't have to understand any of it to jump in, because none of it makes any sense anyway.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You can listen at any time.
There's a story there. We don't understand it, but there's a story there. Oh, well, I guess I'll go ahead and start wrapping things up on my end then by saying thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider hitting that follow button. It helps quite a bit. If you're watching this on YouTube, please consider hitting that like button. It helps a lot more than you know. But above all else, have a great day, folks.